Good morning, everybody. Christopher here with Fossil Forward Finds, and welcome to another Fossil Friday. Take two on this, since I apparently recorded everything without my microphone on, so great. In any case, before I get into our little preview for this week, I'd like to request that if you have any questions about swap cards, please leave them in the comments below. I'm looking to do a video on swap cards, and I'm hoping to get some questions so I have a bit more structure I can put to it instead of me just rambling from thought to thought. So if you have any questions about swap cards, by all means leave them down below. Anyways, let's get into it. Alrighty, so for this week's Fossil Friday, I am featuring a childhood favorite, Stegosaurus. It's this big guy with the spikes in the center. So this is a lenticular postcard, 3D lenticular. I tend to be a fan of those. I don't see them for sale too often, so when I can get them at a decent price, I pick them up. This particular card, I spent a little bit more than I would typically spend per card, which was like, I don't know, a couple bucks maybe. Sorry, Jadzia is on my lap here. And I spent that money in part because I knew I wanted one for my own collection, and I figured I could sell at least one and get my money back eventually. So I have 4 available. I ordered these from a seller on eBay. I listed them back in June of last year. So they've been sitting for about 6 months, over 6 months now, and I think I've sent a few offers out, but no takers yet. But something I like to do when I have lenticular postcards is I try to do at least a brief video, just kind of showing the motion there. It's not the best quality, but it gets the idea across that there's that little 3D nature to it. And something you may not see, or maybe you do see, but the Stegosaurus is under attack. You get the shadow of what is probably an Allosaurus or something of the sort. That tends to be the common theropod dinosaur paired with Stegosaurus. But anyways, I thought this was pretty cool. It's in my collection now. It can be in yours. $19.99. I do accept offers. Anytime I have a postcard that's $20 or more, I do put on best offer. And this is it's a relatively new card from 2013, so it's not vintage or anything like that, but it's a neat one. Yeah, so then that's that. For our featured seller this week, we got Mark, my good friend Mark, over at SMPostcards. If you are at all a postcard person, you have probably already discovered Mark. He's got a fantastic YouTube channel. Most of what I do, most of how I do my postcards are inspired from his process. I use the same type of SKU system he does. I use the EcoSwift envelopes like he recommends. We differ in our pricing strategies and topics of interest and stuff like that, but in the grand scheme of things, we have a pretty similar process. So I highly recommend you checking out his channel. I'll have it linked down below. He's been on a bit of a hiatus. I think some family vacation and some other projects he's working on, but I'm sure he'll be back. And in the meantime, there's countless videos of his you can go back and watch. He does fantastic videos on every topic of postcard you can think of, and then some you wouldn't have thought of. So go check him out. But anyways, in his store, type in dinosaur, and you get 42 results come up. Some of them for Dinosaur National Monument and breaking things. And some for Dinosaur National Monument, but then others for actual dinosaurs themselves. Got a nice Stegosaur here. Pretty good prices, $4.95 free shipping. So these are some of your more standard dinosaur cards. He does have some priced up a little bit, some of the harder to find ones. This Sinclair one I've been hunting for a while. I can't remember if I eventually got it for my collection yet or not. My collection is very chaotic. It's one of those projects that I'm hoping to work on soon, but time. But you get the idea. He has all sorts of interesting dinosaur cards. The one I'm going to focus on is another Stegosaurus because we're doing Stegosaurus this week. This is a real photo postcard of a Stegosaurus model of some sort at the Smithsonian Museum. So that's pretty cool. See anything interesting on the back? No, it just says photo postcard. Pretty basic. Standard size. He's got this one for $6.85 free shipping. So not bad. And you can see a little Triceratops kind of hanging out in the background there too. So there we have it. We got our Stegosaurus featured this week. All the links for what I've shown here will be down below as always. And don't forget to leave me some questions about swap cards or really anything you're interested in me sharing on the channel. Have a great one.